I'm suing. I'm suing
I,
ICC, bro. They blasted my name all over social media, bro. All over the world, bro. The whole world is talking about this, and
and
I'm innocent. I'm suing, bro. I'm hiring
for
the
the
best lawyer in the USA, and we gonna sue.
welcome back to US Cricket Talk, or welcome if it's your first time here. It's your boy CG the Genius, and I'm here with my boy.
BigNate Cricket.
Yes. We're back for episode 25. We're keeping at it slowly but surely. We're getting up in the numbers.
Yep.
If you're watching and you don't subscribe as yet, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that like button, as it will help us get in the algorithm. You know, cricket is growing in the USA, and it will definitely need everyone's help to get out to more viewers out there. Today, what we'll be talking about is the journey of the USA teams, respectively. Well, rather, two of them, the under 19 men's cricket team and also the women qualifiers. We'll also be touching on a recent publication of what did they call it? A ban.
Yeah. ICC ban from cricket for Aaron Jones.
Yes, so we'll definitely be looking more into that. So where we're gonna kick off is with the USA under 19 men's team. Their tournament just ended. Unfortunately, they didn't make it to the Super 6. Even though our hopes were high, they needed to beat Bangladesh, but unfortunately they didn't. As you can see on the screen, they batted first and made 199. I think we wanted them to make at least 250.
Yep,
Just the same as.
Yes. And you're looking at it, that could have been a good score, because they finished the game in 8.3 overs. So another 50 runs, like we asked for, 50 or more, would have been a closer game.
So let's look at the scorecard quickly. USA batted first. Gill went for one again cheaply. I know he would have wanted a better tournament. Garg, respectable 35. Mahesh. And the captain, he was going good for a while until he gave it away. Shiv Shani got out as well cheaply. And Nitish couldn't give us any more glory. And Adnit, he touched into some form, as we'll find out in the next match after this. But that's where it breaks down. After those players, the bottom order couldn't give us much runs to give us a better total. Dune, did you find anything disappointing other than the low score from this inning?
Oh, not really disappointing. I know the guys, they go out there and give their all, but I was really hoping for 250 plus. Last episode, when we had Akeem on board, we talked about what they would need to do in order to beat Bangladesh, and that would have to be putting runs on the board. So yes, they made a 199 with a superb effort from Adnet and the lower tail orders to get to that number, but it was just short, in my opinion, of the actual target for Bangladesh to chase. I was thinking 250 plus would have made it really competitive, and it is what it is. They put their hands up and they put that on the board, so no disappointment here.
Well, Bangladesh only lost 3 wickets doing that chase. So their openers gave them a good solid start, and then their captain Tamim came in with a lovely 64 runs. But yeah, the bowlers tried their best. They gave 10 extras. That's 2 less than what Bangladesh gave them. But they just needed wickets. As you can see, they tried to use a number of bowlers, trying something to get those wickets. But the Bangladesh boys didn't have much pressure or scoreboard pressure.
Yeah.
So they took their time and got the job done.
Look at that scorecard, though. Everybody chipped in. Like that's what I was telling you guys in the last episode. You know, hopefully the guys who didn't get to put their hands up would have said, you know what, let me give my team a 15, a 20, a 30, you know, a 20, 35, 40. if everybody chips in a little bit, it adds up. See the opener 47, 30, 64, 30, 20. So you can see a consistent number as you're going down the batting lineup. So based on the scorecard, they was never really under no pressure. They knocked it off with 8 overs to spare. So hopefully the USA team, they look back at this game, they will say, yes, this is the thing that we could work on to improve and get that when they do their homework. We got 112, 130, 1. You see what I'm saying?
Yep. The definitely needed. If they could just give us 10 at least.
Yeah.
All right, but onto the other match, which was against Scotland.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't give us the 250, but they gave us,
lovely chase.
They chased.
Yes.
So they bowled them out for a reasonable total, 239.
236.
And I think I need my glasses.
No worries. That's why I'm here. I got you.
Yes. So the openers started pretty well for Scotland.
Very well.
Robinson would have been disappointed that he couldn't make his century.
Mm-hmm.
But it seemed as if the top order gave them a solid enough start. It fell away in the middle order, and Woodhouse tried to do something in the end, but they could only succumb, or they could only total 236. And the bowlers are bowling very disciplined. The extras 9. I know you like to see those low extras.
Anything on the 10 is my book is perfect. I like that. Single digit extras. Obviously, you want to strive for 0, but single digit extras is always good in my books. Anything over that, man, it's tough. You don't want to be giving them runs.
And you can see the boys' economy was good. Just one going over 6. But that's all right. And Rick Vick, 4-for. I know he was trying to hunt for that 5-for, but wasn't meant to be.
Yep, superb bowling.
Yeah, and let's see how the batters went. And Gill finally got some runs. Would have wanted to convert that to at least a 50.
Mm-hmm.
Garg with 16, and the man of the moment, Jam or Ham. I think it's Jam, right? So 116. Do you
Not
think?
out.
Yeah, that's massive. Do you think him and Nitish will be like, Nitish, I still have the highest, one over you? Then Adnit would say, well, mine is faster.
Yeah. I think they're both going to be as happy knowing that they both have centuries on tour and centuries for their country, representing them at the highest level. So that's what they're going to be talking about more than likely. I know they would have rather moving forward more into the tournament, but that's some really good accolades to come back home with.
Definitely. And the captain got his half century as well, so he would have been happy to make some runs after a very rough patch in the opening games. But Nitish not out on 2, but he made his 117. So as you were mentioning before, happy lads. But I think these guys would learn a lot from this tournament, and they will only get better in the future, don't you think?
Yes, definitely. Hopefully when they come back, we have a plan in place for the guys to keep on playing and keep on trying to further their skills, so that come the next Under-19 World Cup, we have a stronger side, more experienced side, and go out there and put up a battle, hopefully to get maybe 2 or 3 wins in the next one.
So we now move on to the women. They were down in Nepal trying to qualify for the 2026 Women T20 World Cup. The women, they still have 2 matches remaining, but this is how the Super 6 is looking.
Mm-hmm.
So the top 4 qualifies for the World Cup, and right now they're on 0 points below Ireland. I think they'll be trying to fight with Ireland to get that 4th spot, but they would want things to go their way, or things has to go their way in order to achieve that.
Hey, they have 2 games remaining, once against Thailand and one against Scotland. So if they can get those 2 wins under their belt, depending on the outcomes from the other games, there might be a possibility for them to move forward. You know, it's one of those situations where you like to hold your destiny in your hands, but that's out the window now because they lost. So let's see what they have left in the tank to try to make it towards the T20 World Cup.
So they have one on the 30th, then a day break, and then one on the 1st. I think they should be beating Thailand, don't you think? I will have to check how Ireland was performing in their group. Let me see. Well, Ireland finished 2nd in their group, but I guess the teams that they won didn't proceed to the Super 6, so they didn't get those points, only one. Hopefully the team that they beat wasn't USA, which might be. But yeah, Ireland will definitely have to fight. I think they will be playing either Bangladesh or Netherlands.
Pretty much it looks like if USA wins their last 2 games, right, that'll give them 4 points, and they'll be tied with Scotland. So hopefully Scotland loses. And one of the games is against USA. So if we beat Scotland and then Scotland loses, you know, to somebody else, and you never know, it could be a tight run.
Yeah, so net run rate is gonna be a huge thing in this final leg for the women. So yeah, hopefully they can do it.
Yeah, if I'm just telling myself, hey, look, let's go out here and let's just put a beating on everybody. These last 2 games, let's go out here and win handsomely. Let's put some runs on the board, get them all out. You know, just do what I gotta do to give myself a fighting chance, and then hopefully everything else falls into place.
On to the big news that has been taking over USA media, USA cricket media. Massive news. BigNate, you take it over.
BigNate, take it over. BigNate, take it over. Man, I don't know, man. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough news. Not the news that we were expecting to hear as we are gearing up for the World Cup. And especially not from this player, Aaron Jones, who we speak highly of all the time on this podcast, and we know across the USA as one of the middle order batsmen, and also the vice captain. I saw this morning, and I had to do a double take, and I had to make sure I was reading correctly and I wasn't getting pranked. But it says he has been charged with 5 alleged breaches of anti-corruption codes and provisionally suspended by the Sports International Governing Body, which is ICC. And he has 14 days to respond. So until he responds, I'm not gonna, sit here and say, judge him or, have anything going on negatively on his behalf. But this is a huge blow to the USA cricket team, because we all know that he's going to be one of the leading players on that team, along with Monang Patel and the others coming up in the T20 World Cup. So very, very sad day for USA cricket, and we will get to the end of it hopefully sooner than later. But it's a tough loss for the boys as they're gearing up to, play this World Cup. This changes the dynamic a lot as well, because, along with Aaron Jones not being able to play now due to these alleged charges, they also had some players who had issues with the visas. So now there's a potential of 5, top players being missing out. So this is huge. This is huge. Not to shift the topic off of Aaron, but this is a huge blow for USA cricket on the eve of the T20 World Cup.
So he has until February the 11th to respond, because I believe that's the 14 days from the 28th. Definitely not good news. I don't know him personally, but based on his mannerism, always seems to be a humble individual. But I guess you can't judge a book by a cover. As you said, we can't comment until he gets a chance to say he's part of the story,
Yep,
but
there's three sides to a story. There's the ICC side, there's Aaron Jones' side, and there's the
and the
truth.
truth.
So until we hear all
Man, you
three,
quoting a movie, you know, bro. Man, you quoting a movie
I'm,
or a
I'm,
series.
I'm just saying, until we hear the full story from all sides, we're gonna leave it at that. Just know that USA has a lot to work on in the next couple of days because the final list for the World Cup I think is due on the 30th, and with Aaron not being able to play and the potential of the other four players not getting the visas, I'm trying to see what the final squad is going to look like now. What do you think? What do you think they're gonna call up to replace Aaron?
Who do I think?
Yeah.
First and foremost, listen. Remember, I don't know how these teams get selected, sir. So you might know more than me.
Look, we're the same. I don't know how the teams get selected myself, but I mean, you would think. I mean, 5 potential spots there lurking. You know, they're currently in a training squad in Sri Lanka, if I'm not mistaken, and they took more than 15 players. So I think they took 18. So hopefully they could find some replacements from there, and then bring in some talent.
What if they bring in some of the under 19 boys?
You know what? Look, if they brought in someone on the 19 guys, I wouldn't even be mad at it. I wouldn't even be mad. Just to give them the experience. Bring in the 2 Centurions. Bring in the 2 Centurions. Bring in bring in the 2 Centurions from the under 19 World Cup. Bring in, Drysdale. You know how we feel about Drysdale. Bring in Steven and one other player. Hey, let's make it happen. I think Steven should be given another run. I think he had a long rest. That's my boy, and
must be hungry now.
Yeah, not only that though. I mean, you're gonna replace a middle order batsman in Aaron Jones with Steven Taylor, who was an all rounder. Not only could bat, he could also bowl, give you some overs as well. I mean, we all know the caliber of talent he has. Maybe this is a chance for him to go out there and step it up. He's been on a long break. Now is a chance for him to get that call to go and represent the country. This might be what we need at this time. Plus there's other players as well, but I'm just throwing it out there, man. But it's funny, the way how US cricket is, they probably already have their players selected and they're probably on their way over there right now as we speak.
You soon see your friend with that Facebook post. This is how it goes. This is the team, and we don't know. You know.
Yes. You're right.
Always coming with the sauce.
But I'm gonna have to get him on board. I'm gonna reach out to him. I got to get him on the podcast. A wealth of knowledge when it comes to US cricket, but we got to get him on here one time.
Let's take a deeper look into this.
Definitely.
So Bim10. What is Bim10 for those who don't know?
I think Bim10 is a Barbados T10 competition, if I'm not mistaken. So if I wanted to, you have all these T10 tournaments around that's been popping up. I think that's what it is. And according to, this article here, The Athletic, is saying that it's a franchise tournament in Barbados.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here.
Yeah. And then they say he's charged with 1 count of fixing, contriving to fix, or otherwise influencing improperly, or being a party to an agreement. Or it's a whole bunch of or. So it's like, it's not even clear what they're saying. It's like, wait, what? Are you guys just throwing something at the wall hoping it sticks? Or is there an actual charge here? So it'll be crazy.
Why did it take a year at least?
That's what I don't understand.
The timing of it just seems off. Why
it's weird.
You said 2 days before the selection. Maybe what if they weren't going to select him? And maybe this is just a reason they don't have to justify nothing.
Boy, I don't know, man. But they're saying there's other charges, though. Failing to disclose approaches to engage in conduct that would breach anti-corruption codes and failing to comply with the anti-corruption investigations from Cricket West Indies and ICC. So you see, it's like when you're reading the article, you're getting you're getting this vibe that they don't know or they're trying to stick something, because is he charged because he didn't comply, You see what I'm saying? Or is he charged because he actually did something? And like I said, we don't know. It's all speculation at this point, and we have to wait to hear all sides. But just reading through his article is like, man, what is going on here? And you're correct. 2023, 2024, we're in 2026. But maybe they were building the case. You know, we don't know.
And by the time this all clears up, he missed that World Cup.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah. And then what's the procedure? Now here's my thing, and this what's the procedure? Because you know, what if he's innocent and you know all charges are dropped and he misses out on the World Cup? You see what I'm saying? That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It would all be for nothing. But hey, ICC, they make the rules. You gotta follow them. They're the governing body, so
they would just say, "Tough luck, man. Suck it up." It's pride and joy just going like that. Whip.
Yeah. Well, like I said, hopefully, you know, we as the days go by, we're gonna hear more about this topic, and hopefully we can get the other side. You know, I'm praying Aaron got everything, you know, organized and got everything, all his ducks in a row, and you know, we wish him the best. But this is gonna be a tough.
Do you think he knew this was coming, or it's like a shocker to him, just as though?
Man, I don't know. I don't know if he knew it was coming. I don't know. I don't think anybody.
If he failed to comply, they must have been reaching out to him, or so he might know that there's a little dickling around or something.
That's true. So you're right. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe he did know it was coming. But if he did, there was no signs of it, because just up to yesterday, I mean, you know, we have our friends on social media, and he was posting, you know, reposting cricket posts, and you know, the squad and getting ready for the World Cup, the training. There was videos floating around, and you know, everything was going regular until this morning. So, you know, that's wild. That's wild to me, man. I seen a lot of people commenting on social media, some saying that he deserved it, some are bashing him. You know, some people are saying, hold your head up. You know, we'll wait to see.
What were the bashers? What were they just saying? Just like he deserved? Did they give reasons why?
Not really. You know how social media. Some people were saying, yeah, that serves you right. You know, good riddance. You know, some people were making jokes about it, saying, you know, Pakistan is the reason why this happened, because remember, he put up his hand against Pakistan in the last World Cup and we beat them. You know, some comments were saying Pakistan is happy because we talked about that. We got to play Pakistan again. So they're like, Pakistan is happy. And then you had some people saying this was a setup. This was all a ploy to get him out right before the World Cup. So it's so much going on. Like I said, we don't want to speculate and we don't want to spread the rumors, but the timing, like you say, is crazy.
So the general consensus of the people is it Caribbean people, or is all over the world? People just tuning in because
it's all over the world. It's all over the world. It's in the USA, it's in the Caribbean, it's in India, it's in Pakistan. I mean, you know, once you're talking about, you follow it.
I'm talking about the bashing and all those things about who should deserve it or whatever. You can pick it up from how they text or comment.
Oh yeah.
Or you didn't pay attention to that?
Yeah, I didn't pay attention to that. I was just going through everything. Like I said, it happened so fast. I was just going through, reading all the comments, and that's what it is. But yeah. So, Steven, get ready. Hopefully to give you a call.
This one. Well, so if this was you, and you were found not guilty and you missed the World Cup, would you just? I'm suing ICC. You have that lawyer money.
Hey, bro, they blasted my name all over social media, bro, all over the world, bro. The whole world is talking about this, and I'm innocent. I'm suing, bro. I'm hiring the best lawyer in the USA, and we gonna sue.
So can USA Cricket like defend the player?
Hey, I don't know who could defend the player or not, but you asked if it was me. If it was me and I'm innocent and they blasted my name all over the articles all over the world and I'm innocent, I'm gonna find the best lawyer in the country. I'm gonna call 50 Cent. Oh, hey, 50, send me that lawyer, the $1 billion lawyer. We gonna get my name cleared and get some repercussions for this. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. We'll pass that, but I'm saying, like, have you ever seen a situation where, like, a cricket board defends a player against, like, ICC? Like, what if they can give him lawyer to fight his case?
Yeah,
Or they
I don't
won't get
know.
involved in that because ICC can then punish them.
I have no idea. I don't know how it works. I was just giving you my opinion if it was me. If it was me, I wouldn't even depend on the cricket board to give me a lawyer.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't care about the cricket board. I care about myself at this point.
So this is saying that they can't play any professional type of cricket.
Nah, this is all cricket, bro.
So it's just
He can't
you
even
just,
go
rele-
back
you just
there.
relegated to us.
He can't even play. He can't even play against Palm Bay this weekend if he was back home. Because if they find out, they could, further the punishment.
But we don't govern by anyone.
It don't matter, bro. It's ICC.
What do you mean it
brother.
don't matter, bro?
Right.
ICC don't run us.
So you think that if I am playing for USA and I get banned or I get, suspended from all cricket because of allegations and I have 14 days to reply, I can go home and play against Palm Bay on the weekend?
Of course.
Okay. Well, if it's CG, you go home and play on the weekend and have one of your team in there record you and post the video, and then you will see what happens there. More fines to come.
No, this ban has to be where CWI and ICC governs. That's the cricket that they're referring to. Can't refer to the other formats.
Look, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But you're trying to tell me that he could come back to the USA and play in the Orlando T20 next week while he's unbuttoned?
Of course.
No, bro. No, I don't think so.
Who govern? What say would they have in that? They're not funding them, or they don't have to apply to them. They're not a part of the union or anything. This is what rum cricket, as they call it, or whatever.
Don't get banned.
You see if they want to come. So what they gonna do further to him? Yeah. What else can they do to him?
We will wait for you to get banned from ICC, and then you put that theory to test.
No, but just look at the comments and what can't they already ban him. So he can do whatever he wants. He just can't play any professional cricket that's governed by whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You see what it says? Falling under the jurisdiction of the ICC code. Does our little rum league have ICC code?
We all play under the ICC rules, brother.
No. FCC tell you that's their rules.
All right. Well, you go ahead and have him come in here.
No, I ain't having nobody come, but that's just straightforward for me. If it goes any other way, nonsensical, madness. So you can tell when they ban players, and track and field runners, they go and run wherever they want to run.
These bans are enforced through national cricket boards that are ICC members. Domestic boards can extend the ban, but they are not required to. A national board may decide to bar a banned player from domestic professional cricket, but this is a board decision, not an ICC rule. What this means for local cricket: recreational or local park cricket is usually independent. Most local leagues are run by community groups, clubs, blah, 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 and they are not governed by ICC regulation unless they choose to follow them. You can typically still play casual or amateur cricket because these leagues are not obligated to enforce ICC bans. Okay, there you go. That answers the question. International cricket, no. Domestic cricket, no. Depends on the national boards. Local amateur cricket, usually yes. Not governed by ICC.
Simple common sense, bro. Like if it was any other way, it would have been madness. Madness. Just
So he
look at it,
can't
bro.
play. He can't play MILC. He can't play MLC. He
None
can
of
only
those,
play.
cause those are
Yeah,
governed by the ICC. But
he can
our
only.
little goat cricket, or whatever they call it, can go back to Barbados and play his cricket same way. Hopefully, he can come out on the brighter side of this, but I don't think that is gonna be possible. As we were saying, it's like 2 days until they finalize the World Cup squads, right?
Yeah, the 30th. The final list is due by the 30th. So yeah, 2 days.
Yeah, so
Hopefully, I don't know. I don't know what it's gonna be.
with situations like these, like it's never like a quick fix like that. But yeah, that brings an end to tonight's episode 25. You guys can leave any comments in the comment section and just stay tuned. We'll be bringing you the scoop, and until next time, US Cricket Talk. We out.